English people had experienced an ice storm, but on the rocky coasts of northeastern America they were common. Snow turned to freezing rain, coating everything in ice. The huddled buildings at Sagadahoc, the tip of a peninsula at the mouth of the Kennebec River, were glazed like Christmas hams. Maine winters were always bitter, but that of 1607 to 1608 was breathtakingly so. Colonists stayed inside as much they could, conserving energy for essential tasks like stoking fires and plugging the crevices where the wind crept in. Men kept watch on the bastion, puffing on pipes and stamping their feet. The headland's commanding views exposed it to gales that howled like furies. From all around their fortified world, settlers peered out at a white wilderness pressed between iron-grey waters and threatening skies. Desperate to save the colony, George Popham, elderly and infirm, had handed command to Raleigh Gilbert, son of the explorer Sir Humphrey Gilbert and Sir Walter Raleigh's nephew. But like a curse on the bloodline, the past was repeated. Gilbert, however determined, could not succeed where his forebears had failed. Fevers spread, depleting manpower, and a fire destroyed the dwindling stores. Planters who had dreamed of a new start endured the winter cheek by jowl with rough soldiers and sailors in smoky blockhouses, some reflecting that they had left comfortable lives to become paupers at the edge of the world. What were they doing in Sagadahoc? The answer lies in the condition of England and the character of its people. The thoughts of men like Popham and Gilbert were shaped by divine order in the universe and the earthly stability maintained by hierarchy and tradition. But the 16th century had challenged old certainties. The population soared, Protestantism replaced Catholicism as the orthodox faith, and state governance infiltrated daily life. The peace of the realm depended on uneasy consensus between conservatives and reformers, landowners and tenants, masters and servants. The rhetoric of a magnificent ideology where God was the crown's patron made the social organism seem perpetually robust. By 1600, however, this image was projected so vigorously precisely because of the tensions and cracks it masked. Meanwhile, Englishmen searched for solutions. Their imagination and endeavours, faltering and inconspicuous at first, would, over 3 generations, produce a vast Atlantic empire. Change in England brought opportunity as well as peril. With proper financial and logistical preparation, the New World became a plausible exit from what felt like impending chaos. The Sagadahoc enterprise was set in motion by an aristocratic entrepreneur, Sir Ferdinando Gorges, and Lord Chief Justice Sir John Popham, uncle of the ailing governor and a promoter of Irish colonization. Popham and Gorges were eager and astute, and like the earlier adventurers of the 1580s, they combined sacred duty with lust for gold and glory. Exceptional risk-takers, they were impatient with men who felt fettered by convention. In 1605 they commissioned a navigator, George Weymouth, to go to Maine, where men had described forests of oak, beech, and fir surrounding fields of strawberries and roses. Fresh water cascaded down cliffs, cod and haddock filled fishing baskets, and there was clay suitable for bricks. They had found earthly perfection, it was said, and were reluctant to leave. In 1606, Popham secured a patent, pledged a substantial investment, and began soliciting advice. On June the 1st, the following year, the Gift and the Mary and John set sail, and 2 months later their 100 or so men were eating lobsters and swapping beads for beaver skins with Indians who rode out to greet them. Maine was all that had been promised. The sun